Near the twilight of his legendary career, Cristiano Ronaldo still defies logic with a physique that seems sculpted by something beyond human. It's no surprise the Portuguese star has turned heads both on and off the field since the very beginning. When he first set foot on the pitch, his style was completely different. He was a born dribbler, unpredictable, electric, unstoppable. Time passed, and this Portuguese phenomenon evolved into something else entirely. A shock to the world. A man who doesn't just play football, he redefines it. Whether in matches or in training, Ronaldo operates like a perfectly engineered machine. One unforgettable moment from his Real Madrid days proves it. During a team workout, while most players struggled through push-ups, Ronaldo not only performed them effortlessly, he clapped between reps and then doubled the count of every single teammate. When he finished, he stood up with that unmistakable pride, the confidence of a man who knows he's built differently. In games or training, whenever the machine CR7 activates, it's a spectacle. And if you followed him online, you've probably seen the nickname that Brazilians gave him, Robozão, the Big Robot. They call him that because of his posture, his iconic poses before free kicks, and that emotionless precision when he scores. Even his son joined the legacy Robozinho, the little robot, as Ronaldo once joked while playing in the garden with him. But beyond the nickname, Ronaldo truly became a machine. He started doing things no one thought a human could do. One of them, a jump so high, it surpassed the average NBA player's vertical leap achieved through a secret training method that only he can execute to perfection. He uses technology most athletes have never even touched. NASA developed treadmills that allow him to run in zero gravity, cryotherapy chambers colder than Antarctica, underwater bikes and treadmills that strengthen his legs while sparing his joints. With a height of 1.87 meters and a weight of 83 kilograms, Ronaldo maintains an unreal 7% body fat, while the average footballer of his age sits around 10%. Even more unbelievable, he's maintained that condition throughout his entire career. When he joined Juventus at 33, the medical team couldn't believe what they found. They said he had the body of a 23-year-old athlete. That same year, he stunned the world by leaping 71 centimeters into the air, reaching 2.56 meters in height, and hanging mid-air for 92 milliseconds, long enough to score a breathtaking header against Sampdoria. That moment earned him a new nickname, Superman. "I really reached 2.56 meters? I didn't even know that!" Ronaldo laughed after the match. But that wasn't even his highest record. Against Manchester United in the Champions League, he hit 2.93 meters, leaving everyone's speechless, teammates, opponents, and fans alike. You could call him a robot, but maybe Iron Man fits better, because his ability to lift off the ground is beyond reason. His technique is unique, a mix of muscle precision, coordination, and explosive power. Ronaldo trains tirelessly to strengthen not just his legs, but every part of his movement. It's why his jumps are higher than most NBA players and why his legendary bicycle kick goal for Real Madrid is still studied frame by frame. In that match, he reached 2.38 meters, with his foot 1.41 meters above the ground, surpassing his defender and earning applause from the opposing fans. Even Lucas Vazquez, his teammate, could only gasp, "Cristiano bicycle kick, my God." Tests later revealed that Ronaldo's vertical leap reaches 78 centimeters, and the force of his takeoff equals 5 times his body weight, 5G, similar to what astronauts experience during rocket launches. But what truly amazes scientists isn't what he does on the ground, it's what he does in the air. When tested for reflexes and intuition, researchers turned off the lights mid-cross. A normal player couldn't even find the ball. Ronaldo, he scored. They repeated it, he scored again. Even in total darkness, he could sense the ball's path and finish perfectly. It's not luck, it's instinct, discipline, and years of relentless training. That's the secret of the machine. Everything Cristiano Ronaldo has achieved, every record, every impossible goal, is the result of something far greater than talent. It's an obsession, a routine of precision and pain that he's followed since he was just a kid with a dream and a ball. While most players train only on the field, Ronaldo built his own laboratory of evolution. Inside his home are machines and technologies that most professional teams can only dream of owning. He rides a stationary bike inside his swimming pool, runs on a treadmill designed by NASA, and steps into cryogenic chambers colder than minus 100 degrees Celsius. The underwater training bike and treadmill serve a very specific purpose. They protect his joints. Water reduces the body's weight by nearly 40%, easing the pressure on knees and ankles while strengthening his muscles through resistance. That's how he maintains explosive speed without ever breaking down. Then comes the NASA treadmill, a piece of innovation originally created for astronauts. Ronaldo first discovered it during his Real Madrid years and instantly made it part of his life. The machine allows him to reduce his body weight by up to 80% while running. It simulates zero gravity, helping him recover faster, protect his joints, and push beyond human limits. But that's not where his recovery ends. Between matches, Ronaldo literally freezes himself for recovery. He owns a $45,000 cryotherapy chamber installed in his mansion, a futuristic capsule filled with liquid nitrogen that cools his body to 100 degrees C for 2 to 3 minutes. Why? Because in that short, frozen moment, his muscles repair themselves at an accelerated rate, allowing him to train again the next day as if nothing happened. Ronaldo even lets his son, Cristiano Jr., experience the process, teaching him early what dedication really looks like. And beyond all the technology, Ronaldo's secret weapon might just be his discipline in nutrition. He eats like an athlete built for war, 6 carefully measured meals every day, spaced out every 3 hours. His diet is built around balance, precision, and zero tolerance for sugar, alcohol, or trans fats. Here's a glimpse of his daily fuel: breakfast lean ham, low-fat cheese, and eggs. Midday grilled chicken and salad. Afternoon tuna, olives, eggs, and tomato. Snack avocado toast with fresh fruit. Dinner seafood and salad repeated twice to complete his 6-meal rotation. Each meal is crafted for function, not pleasure. And every ingredient serves a purpose: energy, recovery, endurance. During his Juventus years, the world finally got a glimpse behind the curtain when Giorgio Baroni, Ronaldo's personal chef, revealed his secret: Cristiano eats clean, simple, organic foods. No sugar, no fried oils, no alcohol ever. Even his sleep is strategic. Unlike ordinary people, Ronaldo doesn't sleep once a night, he sleeps 5 times a day. Each cycle lasts precisely 90 minutes, following a method taught by sleep specialist Nick Littlehales, known as the Sleep Guru. It's not about laziness, it's about recovery. Each controlled nap allows his body to rebuild like a machine, resetting itself for the next mission. As Nick explained, these are not naps like you see old men taking in front of the TV. Cristiano schedules every sleep he prepares for it, completes the 90-minute cycle, and wakes up ready to train again. This combination of scientific training, recovery, and precision lifestyle made Ronaldo a living prototype, a hybrid between man and machine, powered by human will. And yes, part of that power is also in his bloodline. Ronaldo's great-grandmother on his father's side was of African descent, a fact some experts believe contributed to his explosive muscle genetics and speed potential. But genetics alone never made a champion. Dedication did. And no one proves that more than Cristiano Ronaldo. Every fiber of Cristiano Ronaldo's story is built on discipline, not destiny. Even before the fame, before the trophies, before the name CR7 echoed through stadiums, he was already different. He trained like no one else. He lived like no one else. And he refused to stop ever. During his time at Manchester United, his teammates learned that lesson the hard way. Argentine striker Carlos Tevez once revealed a shocking truth about Ronaldo's daily routine. "Our training started at 9:30, Tevez said, so I'd arrive at 7:30 to have breakfast and maybe get in some extra warm-up time. But Cristiano, he was already there, already training. He didn't just beat you on the field, he beat you to the gym," Tevez continued. "One day I said, 'All right, I'll come at 6. I got there and guess what? He was already there. At that point, I just laughed. It was impossible to arrive before him. That's the level of obsession we're talking about." Ronaldo's hunger to improve doesn't come from ego, it comes from an inner war, a drive to prove he can outwork anyone. And he never stopped. Even his recovery sessions are battles. Inside his mansion in Madrid, Ronaldo trains underwater, runs on the NASA treadmill, and subjects himself to freezing cryo chambers, all while maintaining a focus sharper than ever. His underwater treadmill training helps absorb up to 40% of his body weight, protecting his knees and joints while still building raw power. It's the perfect blend of science and effort. He even uses drones occasionally to analyze his movement patterns and sprint angles, proof that for Ronaldo, perfection has no finish line. And while his equipment may be cutting edge, his mindset is ancient, built on work, repetition, and sacrifice. Has a man who turned pain into practice and practice into history. After every match, he subjects his body to near-freezing temperatures in cryotherapy, a treatment that rejuvenates the muscles almost instantly. A process so extreme that even a few minutes too long could cause frostbite. But that's Ronaldo. He flirts with the edge because that's where greatness lives. His strict diet, his 5 sleeping cycles, his machine-like consistency all come together to maintain the impossible. Even at 39, his fitness rivals that of men 15 years younger. And while science and discipline built the machine, it was heart that built the legend. From his humble beginnings on the island of Madeira, to becoming football's most relentless scorer, to being called the greatest athlete alive, Cristiano Ronaldo has proven something bigger than records. That no one is born a machine. You become one through obsession, suffering, and relentless willpower. Even his former coach at Manchester United, Mick Clegg, who helped shape Ronaldo's physical dominance, once said, "Cristiano doesn't train the hardest, he trains the smartest. He knows exactly what his body needs and how to push it. Every session has a purpose, and that purpose carried him across every chapter from the streets of Funchal to the world stage. From the boy who cried leaving home at 12 to the man who became football's ultimate weapon. As the all-time top scorer in the UEFA Champions League. As the man with 133 international goals for Portugal. As the player who shattered age barriers, still scoring, still sprinting, still defying nature. In the 2018 World Cup, at 33 years old, he entered the Guinness World Records after scoring a hat-trick against Spain, becoming the oldest player ever to do so in the tournament's history. One of those goals? A perfect free kick, that iconic moment when the commentator screamed, "Hez going to hit it, Cristiano. He goes, he scores." Thank you, Cristiano. Even his rivals, his teammates, and his critics admit it. Ronaldo is more than a player. Has a phenomenon, a system, a blueprint of human evolution. As one former teammate confessed, "The first time I arrived 2 hours early for training at Real Madrid, I thought it impressed the coaches. But when I walked in, Cristiano was already drenched in sweat, already working. That's CR7. A man who leads by example and by obsession. A man who doesn't wait for motivation, he creates it. And even now, as he nears 40, he continues to train, post, inspire, and break barriers. As living proof that the human body has no limits, only the mind does. Maybe he's not really a robot. Maybe he's something far more terrifying, a human who never stopped evolving. He is Cristiano Ronaldo. He is the machine. So now I'll ask you, what do you think? Is Ronaldo human or something beyond? Let me know in the comments. I'm Gustavo Marquez. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more incredible journeys from the world of football. Until next time, stay inspired and never stop chasing greatness.